6 months ago, this was Danny Green, a far cry from the hard-punching brawler. He'd swapped his trademark trunks for a hospital gown and a ring for a wheelchair. On holidays 230 kilometres south of Perth, Green knew something wasn't right. Stomach pain was killing him, and after several attempts in getting nurses to believe he wasn't, in his words, a junkie looking for a hit, doctors removed an abscess the size of an orange from his stomach.
The pain was, it was like 11 out of 10. I've got a pretty good pain threshold. I can handle pain.
In that moment, a fight with Antonio Tarver seemed like a far-flung fantasy.
Yeah, hopefully he thinks that's what kind of condition I'm going to be in. He's, very sick, so I'm just happy, I'm very glad to be back here where I am today.
It's a tribute to Green's toughness that on Wednesday night, he'll be heading to the ring at all.
Pretty much 2 weeks out of hospital, 2.5 weeks ago. I shouldn't have even been, walking around. I was over at his house, slowly just doing mitts about that fast, just doing focus mitts. Because I was so determined to get back in the ring and using baked bean tins on the edge of the bed when I was nearly asleep, just trying to stimulate some muscle growth because I'd lost 13 kilograms. Angelo Hyder has overseen Green's rise to superstardom and wasn't surprised at the less than conventional recovery method.
Mate, with Danny, the main thing is pulling him back. He's just an animal in training. And that's why he's, what he is today.
Team Green knows how hard the task ahead will be. After 34 professional fights, this is his biggest challenge yet.
Tarver's a future Hall of Famer and a 4-time world champion and a former undisputed world champion, so I'm in against, I guess my toughest opponent I'm going to face.
I think technically for me as a coach and his trainer it is, because Danny's well known now, they've seen him, they won't underestimate him. So, those advantages of reach and size and experience and being a southpaw is going to give Tarver a massive, massive advantage over us.
Tarver is more than a boxer. He's a mainstream sports star. And Green is delivering on a promise to bring the best of the best to Australia.
It's not lost in the he's a superstar of boxing, and he's crossed over to the mainstream of society. He's in a Hollywood movie. He's played the lead actor against Rocky in Rocky 6.
It's over. Ain't nothing over, Joe. It's over.
Where's that from? The 80s?
It's probably in the 70s.
His first-round demolition of Roy Jones Jr. has opponents running scared.
Roy Jones Jr. is down! He's gone!
Now, if Green gets past Tarver, it's unclear who'll be next on the hit list.
We went to America to meet with Bernard Hopkins, met with Richard Schaefer in Oscar De La Hoya's office about bringing Bernard Hopkins here, giving him more money than Danny Green got. So we've approached the biggest names in the sport. There's nothing more than we can do, and we've offered them more than enough money to come in. And we've always been looking for those big fights.
Apart from the big names and the even bigger paydays, something else drives Green to keep going. He's already given retirement a go once. That lasted just over a year.
Teacher? Mum?
And when you hear him speak about the magic of the fight game, it's easy to understand why he never wants the ride to end.
It's a pretty incredible feeling just before the bell goes when you're just in the corner with my brother and my trainer age, a couple of boys, Wizard and Brooker, just about to go and touch gloves with Tarver and get the instructions and get the stare down going, and it's a pretty big rush. And then turn around, give my trainer a hug, give my brother a hug, give my old man a salute to the crowd who's sitting ringside. It's a pretty special moment, and it's something that I wish I could bottle and kind of keep for forever down the track, because you can't replicate that feeling anywhere else.